Alright, hey Mr. Gaffney, how's it hanging? So this is my final website I created here. I ended up changing the name from CC versus UH to CC and UH for more of a less combative comparison, I suppose. So this is the home screen, and then if we scroll down, what I have here is a handful of sentences basically just describing the situation. So just like even like the first sentence, University Hospitals and Cleveland Clinic are two major medical providers in Northeast Ohio. They are among the best in their business collectively, and just kind of giving a brief, synopsis of each one, just real quick. And then here I have University Hospitals, and then another quick, hey, University Hospitals is the second largest provider in Northeast Ohio. They have a history of 150 years. They have over 1,000 beds at main campus, and the University Hospital title here that's underlined in black shoots to the UH main website. Oh, I'm sorry, their annual report. That's right. And this is just for anybody who's just looking to, go through and see kind of UH's website and see how and what they're up to. And then the video on the right is like a 2-minute video on a quick history of UH. And then right under University Hospitals, we have Advancing the Science of Health and the Art of Compassion, which is one of University Hospitals' like little sayings, I suppose. Okay, and then we have Cleveland Clinic, and same thing. If you click the link under the Cleveland Clinic, bold, underlined tab there, or title thing, it'll shoot you to the Cleveland Clinic Annual Report, 2018 Annual Report. And again, just a quick synopsis. Hey, Cleveland Clinic's the largest hospital system in Northeast Ohio, one of the best in the United States, in fact. It's actually not that old, realistically. Main campus has 1,400 beds and almost 6,000 beds system-wide. Again, there's a quick video to the right, YouTube video to the right, a quick history, a quick what they're about. And then under that, one of Cleveland Clinic's sayings to provide better care of the sick, investigation in their problems, and further education of those who serve. All right, and then if we head up and we hit main campus, we have the main campus maps. And my experience with Cleveland Clinic is kind of limited, but even judging by the map and driving by it a couple times, it's sprawled out. Like I said, say in this little couple sentences here, it's sprawled out for a couple city blocks. You have a lot going on. You have a lot going on for both Cleveland Clinic and UH Maine. Walking into I think it's the Miller Pavilion. It's a very spacious, very bright kind of walk-in area. It's very impressive. They have attempted to create a sense of I'm not too sure what word I would call it, but it's basically like like walking up to the pavilion, or I guess the main entrance. They put some green, put some trees, a nice little walkway to make it kind of nice. With UH Maine, it's smack in the middle of Case Western Reserve University. It's very much urban in pretty much every respect. So again, UH also, as I mentioned in my little paragraph here, has tunnels underground to most of the buildings. If you can't walk through the main channels, because they have different routes to get through different buildings, but sometimes you have to walk outside, and if you don't, they have an underground tunnel system that is, I don't know if you've ever walked it, but it's a little rundown looking, very old. Certainly not a priority in the upper management's to-do list. All right. Next, we have cancer centers, something that is very important to the lives of many people here in the United States, and something that both the Cleveland Clinic and University Hospitals takes very seriously. So starting off, we have the Cleveland Clinic Tau Sig building, which is actually separated from the main campus by about a block. It's not connected as the Seidman Center is. The Seidman Center is literally right across the street from the main campus. And there's a different way of going about treating cancer with these two. For example, the Cleveland Clinic Tausig Cancer Center, what their idea is that they put multiple disciplines with large teams of physicians to battle cancer, essentially. So they are doing very much a broad sweep approach, whereas university hospitals in the Seidman Center, they put all of their cancer services in one building. So you have two different ways of going about combating cancer, but still, again, trying to fight a very serious illness. I've never been in the Tausig building, but I have been in the Seidman Center, at least the bottom 2 floors. And the building itself, the Seidman Center, is brand new, relatively speaking. It is very unique. As I say in this paragraph, it is the only freestanding hospital in the region specifically for cancer. As far as, like I said earlier, they've put all their cancer services in this building for trying to help patients. Okay. And then we have specialties. Okay. So in the picture to the right, you see the Arnold Miller Family Pavilion, which is one of the main entrances. And as I mentioned, they try to put some trees there. Oh, there's a couple walkways you really can't see with that picture, and they put the stones in the water and stuff to make it a little more natural and give that natural effect. So I put down the Cleveland Clinic Seidel and Arnold Miller Family Pavilion, which is Cleveland Clinic's cardiac or cardiology building. And the reason I put that down is because Cleveland Clinic for a while now has been ranked number 1 in cardiology and heart surgery in the United States. And they've done that with distinction. And like I said, they've been number 1 for a very long time, as long as I can remember. I think reaching back to the past decade or so, if I remember correctly. And that's not just to take away from other services that Cleveland Clinic offers, because, I mean, they are a very large, very extensive hospital system that covers a wide range of services. It just so happens that they are number 1 in cardiology and heart surgery, and that's something that they have, strived for, and it's a very awesome, I guess, award to be handed. And then we just have a quick video about the Miller Family Pavilion and the Cleveland Clinic Heart and Vascular Institute. And then right under that, we have University Hospital's Rainbow Baby Center. Depending on where you look at, the Rainbow Baby Center is ranked 6th, 7th, or 8th. It's a little convoluted, I suppose. I took my information for both of these hospitals off of U.S. World and Report hospital rankings. They do it every year, and it's a kind of like an award and a ranking system that they put out every year to rank different hospitals. So I put down the University Hospital's Rainbow Baby Center because it is one of their higher ranking specialties. As I said here, they're ranked 7th in the nation in neonatology, which is, just like the study of babies, essentially, and their health. I was born a rainbow baby, so I do have a bit of a emotional connection or attachment. This video to the bottom right is simply their kind of overview of their pediatric trauma center, or basically how it works. Like say if here in Hiram, if a child had some sort of traumatic injury, they'd be rushed down to UH Portage, and then eventually taken up to Maine, and all through the way there's doctors and physicians communicating to make sure that while they are on their way to main campus, they are being cared for effectively. All right, so I have the Northeast Ohio locations. I really didn't say much about that. Again, I attached links to find different locations for not only different things like emergency rooms or hospitals in general, but also private practices. As you can tell, they're pretty pretty wide out and extensive as far as the reach. Being in this area that's actually pretty populated, you're gonna have a lot of different types of people as far as ethnicity. My apologies, and race. So it's very cool to see that two hospitals who started out in a couple blocks from downtown Cleveland are reaching out all the way down to Portage County and all the way up to the upper parts of Ashtabula County. All right. So this is my experiences page. And this, providing it was a legitimate website, I would probably want it to be more of a forum type deal, actually, where people can put out their stories, put out their opinions on this website. And I think that would add to a different perspective for the most part, because I've been adding pretty much straight facts, both from the UH websites, UH and the Cleveland Clinic websites, and U.S. World and News and World Report. So again, like I said, this is more of a forum type deal. I did add a video by Cleveland Clinic about a patient stories, and this is kind of after this video is the part I was kind of talking about. So, for example, I have a couple quick paragraphs from some family and friends, and then myself going over, hey, this is my experience with Cleveland Clinic. This is my experience with university hospitals. Not all of them. Most of them have some sort of like, hey, I would choose this over that, which is kind of what I was hoping for. I kept the question broad when I was asking my friends and family this. I wanted them to keep it more personalized, more opinionative. I didn't want facts or things that they thought of as facts. I just wanted their opinion, their personal thoughts. So I kept it very broad. I didn't quite necessarily care if they if they wanted to be specific, they could be specific. But like I said, it was okay for them to be more broad. So basically, what we have is for like the first, Bob Toth. That's my stepfather. He has had two experiences. And he ends up saying in his forum, essentially, hey, I would want to be treated at Cleveland Clinic. One down is my mom, and you can tell she kind of leans towards university hospitals. So I mean, this is kind of something I would like to be able to add to continuously from people who have experiences with these two hospital systems. It's a very interesting topic of conversation. We are extremely fortunate, and as I mentioned in my forum, we are extremely fortunate to have these two different choices. And not only do we have Cleveland Clinic and university hospitals, but we also have Metro Health, Akron General, which is kind of now Cleveland Clinic. Excuse me. So we have a very unique set of choices, and one of the reasons why I ended up choosing this topic, if you will, is because I'm a nursing major, and I will inevitably be most likely in one of these hospital systems. I actually work for university hospitals right now as a nursing aide, but as a nurse, maybe I want to kind of go spread my wings, maybe apply to Cleveland Clinic if there's an opening. So not only is this website, the point of this website for potential patients or people in the area, it's also for, those who might want to find jobs in the healthcare field. For example, a cardiac nurse might want to try and get a job at the Cleveland Clinic because they're number one in the country for cardiology. So that's one of the reasons why I created this website, is to try and compare these two big players in healthcare, and see and provide the facts and information and try and help people determine their own opinions about each place. It's a little more difficult to do that without personal experience, but at some point opinions will be made, and whether they've experienced with these two or not. Real quick before I forget, I do have my cited work. I pretty much took all my information. If it wasn't like just personal information slash, like, so like me interpreting data. I'm sorry, not me interpreting data. Me kind of with my own thoughts, or interviewing somebody else about their own thoughts. I basically took all the information from the Cleveland Clinic website, University Hospital's website, and the U.S. News and World Reports. So I used a very limited amount of websites. So yeah, that is my my website, and I will see you in class in about 4.5 hours, I think. So I'll see you soon. Thank you.